Good afternoon, I'm Darlene Montgomery, and I am here to talk to you today about shadow work. My work that I do is all about healing emotions, body, mind, and spirit, especially relating to self-love. Shadow work is the parts of ourself that we have hidden away, tucked away, divorced off, basically gotten rid of in order to be accepted by others in our life. As we're growing, we're often told, don't be so smart, don't be such a smarty pants, don't be so stupid, don't cry, you're weak, you're this, you're that. And children, of course, with the desperate need to be loved and appreciated, will just start to divvy off parts of themselves, and they'll begin to divorce off these parts. So later on, when someone in our life begins to react to us or to get angry at us for something, it's often because there's something in themselves that they have gotten rid of, and it's now showing up through you, and something that you're doing that is reminding them of this suppressed part. And this can also be things that other people do that cause you to be irritated, angry, upset. You might find you'll have a huge outburst about something that really, when you think about it, seems so inane and so basically, like really nothing. And so these are indications of when the shadow is deeply suppressed. Debbie Ford, who has written about the shadow, talks about the beach ball effect. We push down these emotions. We push down these parts of ourselves deep, deep into our subconscious. And then when something happens in our life where we have to face it, we'll have a huge explosion, or you might find another person who explodes at you for something very silly, like you're crying, or you're very clean, or you're very creative, or it could be just about anything, but they just will suddenly just explode, and then they'll look back and they'll go, what did I just do? And they will be completely unaware that actually this is something in themselves that they have suppressed and repressed and pushed down many, many, many years, possibly as early as the age of 2 or 3 or 4. So, of course, how can anyone really recall what they've decided at such a young age? So in order to integrate and to accept back into yourself, begin to look at how other people react to you about things. Do they call you needy? Do they call you weak, too smart, too this, too that, too beautiful? What I did when I was about 20 years ago, because I'd had so much reaction to my looks, and I'm not trying to say that I'm a gorgeous babe, but I actually was a gorgeous babe. But there was so much reaction that I didn't really understand it. I didn't really understand that people were reacting to my looks. And somewhere along the way, I decided to gain a lot of weight. And I gained almost 40 pounds. And actually, I gained more than 40 pounds. I gained more like 70 pounds in order to just hide away so that I no longer had to deal with it. Because believe me, when I gained that weight, I just became completely invisible to other people. So I did have that opportunity not to have to deal with other people projecting onto me as a beautiful woman. But believe me, that also can be extremely lonely. And so now that I've lost weight, came into terms with this and decided to own who I am and own my beauty and own my creativity and own that I am an unusual, exceptional person. I'm not having to deal with a lot of that. But as we go through life, we will find that there comes a point where we have to start to receive back into ourselves these parts. And it can be a very awkward and very uncomfortable time. For instance, you might find that somebody is treating you as if you don't matter to them. And you feel that you want to do something to change that, something in yourself. You want to start to act differently so that they'll take you back into their world. Think about it and realize that you're beautiful and perfect as you are. And just allow yourself to be in your own energy, be in who you are, and let them do what they decide to do. And don't try to change yourself so that they will accept you, because love is really your identity. And that is really what shadow work is about. It's bringing back all the aspects you've divorced off, that you believe somehow that these weren't appropriate and they were unlovable qualities. And as you bring them back into yourself, you'll begin to feel whole and happy, and you'll be able to be creative, and you'll be able to be successful, and you'll be able to just be beautiful and allow yourself to be beautiful, or whatever you are. If you're handsome or if you're intelligent and extraordinary, you'll just say, hey, that's who I am, and take it or leave it, but that's who I am. So if you'd like to see my website, www.lifedreams.org, or like me below. This is my first video, and I'm going to be doing a lot more in the future as I come out of hiding. And thanks a lot.